Sure, some young Indians will cheat their way to their dreams, but they don't see how they are different from anyone in the news, politicians, businessmen, celebrities. They have been abandoned by the country they claim to love with all their hearts, not once, but twice. They haven't only been left to do as they wish with their lives, but left so without the barest education in moral responsibility. Not every 20-year-old operates without principles, but some principles are more prized in contemporary India than others. Vinay Singhal is as much fashioned by his ideas as Richa Singh is by hers. They simply have different views of what India should be. Singhal wants India to be a global superpower, economic, technological, military, where systems work and people take responsibility. Singh wants India to first prove itself as a democracy where everyone, Hindu, Muslim, Dalit, woman, has an equal chance at freedom and opportunity. India isn't going to be either of these places in the foreseeable future. But the first is an engine for political populism, as Narendra Modi has been demonstrating since 2014. And the second, a train wreck. I have known it a long time, but it still broke my heart to be reminded of it. After 2 months of campaigning for a seat in the Uttar Pradesh Assembly, Richa Singh lost her bid in what was termed once again a Narendra Modi wave. The BJP won 312 of the 403 seats in the UP Assembly. The SP was annihilated. But that wasn't the real tragedy. Exulting in the unconditional support of aspirational Hindus, the BJP chose as the state's chief minister a man whose only qualification for the post was peddling hate for the other, Yogi Adityanath. As the first elected female president of the Students' Union of Allahabad University, Singh has stopped him from entering the campus on exactly the same grounds that now installed him in the chief minister's office in Lucknow, ruling what would be, if it were independent, the world's 6th largest country. After I heard the news, I wanted to phone her to find out how she felt about the development. It was the right thing to do as a reporter, but I couldn't bring myself to make the call. Meanwhile, Singh had succeeded in leading more women into the university's politics. None took the risk in the year following her win. But in 2017's election to the Students' Union, at least 6 girls contested various positions. A female member of the ABVP stood for the president's post, and turned down by the NSUI, a young woman left the Congress Party student wing to contest the vice president's post on her own. A young man from the Samajwadi Chhatra Sabha became the president. The BJP's victory in the state elections wasn't Yogi Adityanath's alone, but belonged to every young Hindu man who had felt like a stranger in his own land. Many of them sent me messages celebrating the moment. "We'll show them now," said one. "Mother India is in safe hands," said another. I responded with vague emoji. I could have felt better about it by thinking of the verdict as just another piece in the enabling of illiberal populism by abandoned youth, a global problem India didn't start and can't end. My job was to report what I saw, and I had seen enough to feel this was just the beginning. I was ready to argue that the BJP doesn't have to worry about elections as long as it can channel the anxieties of India's hopeless millions. But I saw too a glimpse of what lay at the end of that road. You can't give the young jobs or the infrastructure to make their dreams come true, but you can engage them in the most time-consuming enterprise ever known to youth: the politics of identity. It's a limited period plan though, and one known to backfire. I wondered what he would say to 26-year-old Ratnikant Patel, red with rage as he demanded Modi rewrite India's constitution or be ready for the consequences. I met him in Mehsana, a Patel-dominated district in Modi's home state, Gujarat. That gave the BJP its first seat in parliament and has remained a party bastion. Now, 30 years after the favour, the community feels the BJP should return it by giving its youth quotas in educational institutions and jobs, for they no longer want to stay in villages and manage farms. But the party knows better than to mess with India's existing system of reservations.